Audio Jungle.
Hello everyone, my name is Suhail Nathan and this is Carson Cho.
You might have recognized us as the anchors of the News Monkeys.
But today we are not here to give you a daily update. We're going to talk with you all about the misconceptions and stigmas surrounding STIs or sexually transmitted infections.
But first, let's review what an STI actually is.
In short, an STI is an infection one can acquire through sexual contact.
Unfortunately, there are a lot of misconceptions and stigmas surrounding STIs.
Let's look at how well the public is educated about these stigmas through various interviews.
I did a drill with a face man. I washed my hand with the Ajax.
My name is Suhail Nathan. I'm the news anchors of the News Monkeys. I'm joined with
Freedom Goalie.
Alright, so the News Monkeys, we're doing a segment on the STIs, of stigmas and misconceptions surrounded by STIs. So I'm gonna read you some statements, and I want you to tell me if it's true or false. Alright. The first one, if your partner has an STD, you'll see it, STI.
True.
That is actually false. The second one, you can avoid STIs by having oral or anal sex.
True again.
That is also false. Third question, once you've had an STI, there's no chance of getting it again.
True.
That is again false.
Bro.
Final question. If you get checked and you're STI free, your partner does not need to get checked as well.
That's true.
That is also false. All these questions that Freedom has gone wrong, we will go more in depth about them in our presentation. So make sure you eagerly watch. One.
Hi, I'm one of Carson Cho. I'm one of the core members of News Monkeys. I'm here's Danush. Answer some questions. If your partner has an STD, will you see it?
True.
No, that's wrong. You can avoid STDs by having oral or anal sex. False, right?
Oh yeah, false. It's false.
Okay, fine. Thank you. Once you've had an STD, there's no chance of getting it again?
True.
No, wrong. If you get checked and you're STD free, your partner doesn't get it. Needs to get checked as well.
True.
That's also false. Wrong.
Oh.
Wow, obviously, this is a big problem that affects many people.
Yeah, many people aren't educated about the stigmas that surround STIs.
The main stigmas around STIs include you or your partner can see an STI. You can avoid getting an STI by having anal or oral sex. Once you get an STI, you can't get it again. And if you check that you're STI free, your partner doesn't need to check either.
These are all stigmas, meaning they are all fake.
Now let's look at how these stigmas can affect your life through various skits.
Man, this girl's this a genius. Can't lie, she's a genius.
Or you got lucky last night.
Yeah, of course, you know.
Yeah, oh, but I heard that she might have an STI.
Yeah, she actually did test positive for an STI, but I checked myself in the mirror this morning, and I saw no unusual things, like rashes or anything, so I should be good.
So you're saying because you look like you don't have an STI, you were fine?
Yes.
Wrong.
The two friends in the skit believe that you can see all STIs. However, this is not true.
In many cases, even a doctor can't tell if it's an STI just by looking.
A lot of tests need to occur, including blood work, to see 100% sure if you do or don't have an STI.
The truth is that many people don't realize that they have an STI until they currently have it.
In many cases, STIs have no symptoms.
However, this doesn't mean you can't spread the infection.
Remember to get tested, and if you're worried about STIs, always wear protection.
I'm on the block. In New York, I mainly rock a lot. Hiding in my sock. Hiding in my sock.
Oh, I heard you got lucky yesterday.
Yes, sir. Yes,
you
sir.
happy with that? Are you sure? I heard she's like it's for the streets, you know. So, are you sure she doesn't have like an STI or something?
I don't know, man, but we only had oral and anal sex, so there's no chance I'm getting an STI.
Oh, yeah, because it doesn't have to go through the vaginal section, so that means you can't get an STI.
Yeah.
Wrong.
The two men in the skit believe that an STI cannot be contracted through anal or oral sex. In reality, this is incorrect.
The viruses or bacteria that cause STIs can enter the body through tiny cuts or tears in the mouth and anus, as well as genitals.
Some STIs, like herpes or genital warts, can spread just through skin-to-skin contact with an infected area or sore.
That is why it's always very important to always wear protection.
Stone, 2 damn phones, Babylons can't crack the.
I heard you got lucky yesterday. I hope you stayed safe and protected.
Oh, we did, but it was all good.
Yeah, rumor has it that she has an STI.
She might, but that's fine. I already had an STI, so it's impossible for me to get it again.
Are you telling me that you're immune to an STI
Yep.
because you had it one time?
Yes, sir.
Wrong.
These two guys think that because one had an STI before already, he cannot get it again. The problem with this is that, first, some STIs stay forever. And that means that the one that he believes he had already passed is probably still there, depending on the STI.
Also, you can get bacterial infections such as chlamydia, gonorrhea, and syphilis more than once, even if you've been treated before.
That's why it's so important to make sure your partners are tested and treated. 1 in 5 people in America has an STI, so be careful. And if you want to use a lot of money, STIs acquired that year will cost the American healthcare system nearly $16 million in healthcare costs alone. So if you want to use your money like that, go ahead. And remember, always wear protection.
Everything you do is gonna come with a challenge. Every is gonna come with a balance. Every shooter with me is coming to silence.
So I heard that your girlfriend had an STI after she cheated with you with that one guy.
Yeah, but she got checked and she's all fine. We're all good.
Oh really? Did you check?
No, I didn't get checked. I don't need to get checked. It's all
Why?
good. Because if she got checked, that means we can't. I don't need to get checked.
So are you telling me that if she got checked, you don't need to be checked because she tested okay?
You're right. Wrong. The people believe that if one partner gets treated for an STI, that the other partner will automatically not have to get one either. Or there.
This is of course false, as there is always a possibility, if not obvious, and it is important to check just in case.
Also, in the video, it says that the partner was unfaithful, and it's always important to check, as it only takes one encounter to have an STD or STI.
Yes, and also if you get tested, both partners should get tested, as it is the only way to be sure of safety, since 26 million new cases come up every year.
And remember, always wear protection.
To recap, all of these statements are false. You or your partner can see an STI. You can avoid getting an STI by having anal or oral sex. Once you get an STI, you can't get it again. And if you check that your STI is free, your partner doesn't need to check.
Remember these 3 tips when dealing with STIs.
1. Avoid sex or abstinence. 2. If you do have sex, always use a condom. 3. Be sure to test regularly for STIs if you have sex frequently.
Remember the acronym ACT, ACT.
Abstinence, contraceptive, and test.
That's it from the News Monkeys.
News Monkeys out.
Stay so fresh, so clean, think they like me. I wear more Supreme than a hype bitch.